Welcome to Impala Canada's Lac des Iles mine in northwestern Ontario. The Lac des Iles mine is located 90 kilometers north of the city of Thunder Bay, which is itself about a 2-hour flight from Toronto. We are privileged to operate on the traditional lands of the Gull Bay First Nation, the White Sand First Nation, the Fort William First Nation, the Métis Nation of Ontario, and the Red Sky Independent Métis Nation. In operation since 1993, Lac des Iles has a workforce of over 900 employees and contractors, most of whom work on a 2-week rotation schedule. About half of our people travel to site from their homes in the Thunder Bay area, and about half come to us from further afield, across Ontario and across Canada from as far east and west as our 2 coasts. More than 10% of our workforce identify as Indigenous. Safety is our first priority at Lac des Iles, and we must take a thoughtful and considerate approach to our employees, their families, and the well-being of the communities that support us. Let's start our visit to the site. There are 2 means of entry and exit underground at Lac des Iles, the shaft and the south portal. Our underground operations now extend more than 1 kilometer below ground, reaching 1,100 meters at its deepest reaches. There are more than 67 kilometers of ramps in the underground complex. We're going to start our underground tour through the portal and down those ramps before returning via the cage. This is a complete overview of the ore bodies and mine layout at Lac des Iles. The original mine began with the Roby pit, which was decommissioned in 2010. Further extraction continues below the Roby pit and includes a number of peripheral ore bodies. We are able to mine these low-grade regions using low-cost methods, including trucking ore up through the portal at a consistent rate of over 4,000 tons per day. Below this area is what we call the offset fault, and the offset ore body below it. The majority of our high-grade ore comes from this area and is mined by the sublevel shrinkage method, or SLS. The ore is trucked up to the ore passes and then hoisted to the surface through the shaft. Now let's take the shaft back up to the surface. Our last stop at the mine is the new Sheriff Pit, seen here to the right. Mining began at the Sheriff Pit in 2018, several years after the closing of the historic Roby Pit in 2010. The pit currently provides 2,000 tons of ore per day to the mill, as well as 8,000 tons of waste that is used in the construction of our tailings dam. Production from the pit is expected to continue for another 18 months as we transition to a fully underground mine operation. From here, we move on to the mill. The mill currently has a throughput capacity of almost 13,000 tons per day. We currently feed 6,000 tons a day from the underground skip and 4,000 tons a day from the underground portal. The additional 2,000 tons a day from the Sheriff Pit allows us to consistently achieve an average of more than 12,000 tons per day through the mill. As we complete our underground expansion project over the next fiscal year, we will shift our strategy to 6,000 tons a day from the skip and 6,000 tons a day from the portal to reach the same daily capacity of at least 12,000 tons. Ore is trucked from the head frame, the portal, and the Sheriff Pit to the primary crushing area, where it's blended, crushed, and stockpiled. This live ore stockpile currently feeds the secondary crusher and then the mill grinding circuit. Over the past 3 years, we've invested significantly in modernizing and improving the milling circuit. New technology, automation, equipment upgrades, new maintenance programs, and other infrastructure investments have improved our reliability and operational availability, which has both increased our throughput and improved metal recovery. After processing through the mill's crushing, grinding, and flotation circuits, the resulting concentrate is loaded onto haulage trucks for delivery to our customers' smelters. We're proud of our performance over the past few years, especially in facing the effects of COVID-19 on our operation, our people, and the communities who surround and support us. Thanks to our team, we've met our capital and unit costs over the past year, despite the pandemic, and seen consistent increases in our production. In the last fiscal year alone, we've increased our underground production by 25% and our mill production by 20%. We've met our budgets for both operating and capital costs, all while investing in the improvements we needed to increase our production targets. For that, we can thank our skilled and engaged workforce and a strong management and supervisory team with the experience and commitment to meet the goals we set for ourselves. Now, back to work.